Welcome back to this Let's Talk WWE video, and today the quality of this video might not be too good and I apologise for that, but the main thing is that a video is going out and hopefully it's a good one. So if you enjoy this, make sure to subscribe and like, and hopefully there should be a Twitter page coming up of our channel soon. So regards to the last video, yeah, it was WWE finishers, and obviously the caption, well, or the title was "Wrestling is Real." Now, yeah, we all know the answer to that. We all know the truth, but you know, it was just made just for a bit of fun, and some of you guys, by the looks of it, actually enjoyed it. But I don't really know, because obviously it's kind of like the first video and stuff. So yeah, in today's video, getting into it, is going to be how WWE should book Dean Ambrose heel turn. And I know a few channels have done this, like What Culture WWE, they do ideas like this, but I just thought I'd spring into the ideas, do it for a bit of fun, you know. So yeah. So personally, I think Dean Ambrose is, like, everyone's, like, I can't really explain it, like, I'm always going to like Dean Ambrose. I've been a Dean Ambrose fan ever since I started watching wrestling, and ever since he was there. So, and Roman Reigns, I'm alright fan of, like, I like him, he's alright. But Dean Ambrose, I don't know what it is about him. It's just, I just think he's so sick, and so good. And obviously he's a face at the minute. Like, everyone loves him. Like, top rope moves. He never really fights out the ring. And even when he does, when he even asks for street fights and stuff, he, like, no one ever dislikes him. And the only time people have kind of been like or like disliked him is when he was part of the Shield. So and obviously that went for Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins as well. So, you know, it kind of does and it doesn't count at the same time. But him being the longest reigning United States champion, I think that's a great achievement for him. But as you know, he isn't really a champion, you know what I mean? He's not really a built champion. Like, WWE haven't made him built champion. Like, you have the John Cena's, you have the Undertakers, you have the Batistas, you know. He's not really one of the standouts, you know. He's just someone who... He's a standout, but he's not a standout champion, you know what I'm saying? So he doesn't really get a shot that much, but hopefully he can get the Intercontinental or US Championship very soon. But I doubt it, because obviously Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Owens, I don't think he's going to win off him, no way. Alberto Del Rio, again, I just can't see it. The feud would just be so crap. And the World Heavyweight, Roman's onto that at the moment, and I just can't see him with the World Heavyweight. It just doesn't look right. He's not fit champion, because if Brock Lesnar came over to him, then he would just die. But basically, he should turn heel by doing this. So, what happens is, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns go into Survivor Series, pay-per-view, and it's for the World Heavyweight Championship, one-on-one. Seth Rollins is ploughing down Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns, a bit like the Brock Lesnar fight in WrestleMania, Roman Reigns gets back, he's countering him, throw him into posts, and like he's getting blood everywhere, and he's Superman punch him, spears him a few times, but Seth Rollins just won't kick out. At this moment, Roman Reigns Superman punch him, blackout. Triple H comes in and he pedigrees Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, gets him up, original curb stomp, 1, 2, 3, he retains the title. Dean Ambrose then comes storming in, dirty deed Seth Rollins, while Roman Reigns gets up and Superman punches Triple H out the ring. And then they go talking about, you know, how they are the best and blah 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 blah. So then after that, Monday Night Raw comes along, and then Roman Reigns goes on again talking about how he should be the champion, all this, all that. Dean Ambrose then comes out and he says, you know, you lost fair and square, and he starts to give him a bit of a lesson, you know. He's talking to Roman as if, like, not as a friend, like, oh, unlucky. He's saying to him, you did this wrong, you need to improve, because you're obviously not fit for a championship. But however, he does say, obviously, like, Triple H did this, and it was a cheap shot, but you still should have won before Triple H originally came in. So then, Roman then replies with, oh, you know, how he didn't win when he had like 3 chances against Seth Rollins, 2 or 3 chances to win it. And then Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns actually square up, but then Triple H interrupts them. Now, he says they go into a tag team match, Seth Rollins and Triple H versus Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. And then Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are doing well against Seth Rollins and Triple H in this match. Then Dean Ambrose betrays Roman Reigns. He goes for the tag, he gets his arm out, jumps off the ring, walks out. That's it, game over. Triple H, pedigree, Seth Rollins, curb stomp, 1, 2, 3. The following week, SmackDown comes along and Roman Reigns is talking trash again, saying, oh, Dean Ambrose betrayed me, all this and all that. Dean Ambrose doesn't actually come out. Seth Rollins comes out. Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere, comes behind him, pedigree, cheap shot. Out of nowhere, for no reason, because at the moment, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns' feud is over. So then, the following Raw, Roman Reigns does not come out. Dean Ambrose comes out, and then Triple H announces Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns 1-on-1. So after that, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns having a one-on-one great match, reversing each other, because, you know, they're like best friends. They used to be best friends. They know each other so well. And at this part, the Shield is completely shattered. And at this part, Roman Reigns Superman punches and spears him. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns regains confidence, and then Seth Rollins comes in and starts talking trash. However, no fight or no feud goes on. They both walk out. Seth Rollins runs away while Roman Reigns chases him. Backstage, nothing happens. That's it. Following Thursday night SmackDown, Dean Ambrose comes out and says, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Roman Reigns comes out, dirty deeds to Roman Reigns after they talk trash to each other. After this, Triple H announces Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose at a pay-per-view. What happens is, at this pay-per-view, like skipping ahead a few weeks now, at the pay-per-view, I'm not too sure which pay-per-view's next, that's why I'm saying at a pay-per-view, but if you let me know in the comments, that's good. So at this pay-per-view, it's a really good match, like reversing everything, they're giving each other the all, like they just can't stop, like no one will give up, like kick out, spear, Superman punch, kick out, dirty deeds, rebound lariat, kick out, like no one is going to win here. At this point, Dean Ambrose then goes under the ring, picks up whatever's under the ring, maybe a steel chair, sledgehammer, whatever, and gets a DQ. This point, this makes the fans get angry at him. At this point, this turns Dean Ambrose even more heel by getting disqualification at the pay-per-view. And then, on the following Monday Night Raw, the feud is over. Roman Reigns starts talking trash, and then Dean Ambrose comes out again. And then, before Dean Ambrose says a word, Seth Rollins comes out alongside Triple H. At this point, it's all four of them stood in a ring. So it's Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Triple H and Seth Rollins together. At this point, Seth Rollins pedigrees Triple H out of nowhere. No one expects it. Bang, surprise. Next thing you know, at this point, Seth Rollins, I think he should be face when he pedigrees Triple H, and then he turns heel along with Dean Ambrose, right? But they're not friends. So then it's just the Shield, former Shield members, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, all three of them together. They don't brawl, they just all stare at each other like usual. And then at this point, Dean Ambrose rolls out, a bit like Kevin Owens does, just rolls out, walks away. This makes him more heel, as the fans are expecting a feud and then a triple threat match at the next PvP. And then this leads on to Dean Ambrose doing the same things, getting DQs, turning into Kevin Owens. However, they eventually, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose have a WrestleMania moment, and they shake hands. Dean Ambrose turns face again. And that's how I think WWE should book Dean Ambrose turning heel. Now, if you did enjoy that video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I hope you did enjoy. I hope this did make sense to you. And there'll be a lot more videos coming out soon. And yeah, see you next time.